Hey, hey. So I have to think of how this is tuned because all these things tell me, believe it or not, how they're tuned. And so I tune them to a basic open chord, and the bottom note is a B. Hang on for just a second. Hang on for just a second. Let me get all three of these puppies.
All I can do, they don't want to go out.
Okay, so it's B. I gotta get the other two. Nope. F. Nope. G. I can't believe it. Look at that. No. Okay, so it's B, F sharp is the middle string, and it'd be a high B again. Yeah, an octave B. So again, this thing is tuned right now with this gauge string on it. If you put a thicker or heavier gauge string, it's going to be different. But that's a low B and a high B, an octave up for the top string, and that's a G flat or a F sharp is the middle string. So you get a 3-string chord, and then you've got the 1, 4, 5 is the simple way to talk about this stuff, regardless of the tuning. So the 1 chord is the open. The 4 chord is the la, 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 and la. That's the 5 chord. So 1, 4, 5, and or and what you got to 1, 4, 5, and an octave up is 12. Same note, octave high. So that's where your position markers are, okay? And I had originally put other little marks because normally the bridge, the airsats, the fake bridge, would have been almost directly over that screw. And this box, by the way, is glued and screwed shut, so it's not to be taken apart. If you just wind the strings down, then you could slip the bridge out and slip this little portable pickup. It's a piezo pickup. The other thing to be careful about with this one is because this is a portable pickup I designed, it's not about, it's not made to last for days, right, like that. So you got to be careful. If I owned this, what I would do is I would probably put it down like so, and maybe even just do some sort of an attachment, to where you have, heck, I've used packing tape. There's a zillion ways you can do this, whatever. It depends on how pristine you want it to look or not. But, I would do something to fix it because you don't want to jerk the cable loose on either end. Now, you might can hot glue it, I don't know. And just think about the weight of the cable as well. And then when you plug the cable in and unplug it, I'd put one thumb and a forefinger around the jack, and then easily stick the cable in and pull it out easily, same way, using both hands. Be careful. You're going to jerk the thing, you're going to break the pickup contacts, and it won't work anymore. But it sounds amazingly loud in an amp. The other thing is, people don't always think about these kind of guitars, cigar box guitars, found object guitars like this, with a piezo pickup, is that these pickups will scream at you. So you need to think about EQ, how much treble, how much high end you want to use or not, how much low end to use. There's a point where they'll feed back, but you can plug them through a box like a distortion pedal, an echo unit, reverb, wah-wah pedal, a whole bit, and play slide. By the way, slide guitar on these, I use these for a few reasons. One, they're forgiving if you've never played slide in your life. You got a little nib up top there. They're totally smooth inside. They'll live longer than we will. This is copper, right? Solid copper. And you just play it like a T, perpendicular, just like a T. Try not to angle it. Try to play it straight. The only thing you got to learn is how much pressure to put on the strings. And what you end up doing is you go this way, you know, or you set it in your lap, and then you put your finger down like this. So typically a slide, even if it didn't have the nib up top, which they usually don't, you just use those fingers and you don't let any other finger touch the strings. And you just press down enough to get the sound. You'll learn how to feel. It's all feel like football. Just feel, right? And once you figure out how much pressure to put and you hold it nice and steady, you get into things like vibrato, get all that feeling going. And the other thing is, when you put it in your lap, or if you put a matching size thing underneath here, put it right on a tabletop. Sometimes I'll put them even on a music stand or a keyboard stand, you know. And that is when you hold it like this. Put your pointer in there and up and down like that, like in your lap. Dobros get played both ways, you know, same thing. And the other thing is, I didn't put a strap on this, but it's easy enough to wrap a string around the outside here and, you know, put a little drywall screw, pre-drill it a little bit before you do it, and put it in there or in here if you want to use it with a strap or a string of some sort. They're fairly light, so you can get away with it. The main thing you want to do is figure out how to fix this pickup so that you don't end up pulling that wire out.
Right.
Have fun. God bless you.
Thanks, Glenn.
You're welcome.